bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. It's hard to yell when the barrel's in your mouth.
Come on.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Hey.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Yeah.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Hey.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
VIP coming live from the VIP. Heard the nightlife, lost life without me. Both feds in the state wanna see by me. The whole city got pissed, heard he got 3. That other rapper got a hit, but shouted he not out. Who set the city on fire soon as he got free? The king back now. Raws don't even know how to act now. Hit the niggas but still ballin', money stacked tall in the shack now. Still push a button and let the roof on the lag down. I'm on the road doing shows, put my Mac down. Mississippi to Philly, Albuquerque to Chat Town. I got the crowd yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
all my hot girls yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
all the dope boys yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
front to back gate yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
to get with other southern rapper hooded than this. I got rich and I'm still in a hooligan clique. You be rapping by blow, I was moving the brick. You talk about shooting out, now we're doing
sectional tournament. In today's championship games, it'll feature the Pittsville Panthers of the Maryland Conference against the Penguins of Dry County of the Central Wisconsin Conference.
All right, takes one, Zach.
You can't wait to be what?
Carried.
The 0-2 now, and checks. With 2 outs now, the 1-0 to Becker with a runner at second base. O'Keefe leading off. To Ben Rosendick,
Congratulations to the Pittsville Panthers. Good luck in state tournament next week. Panthers will be playing next Wednesday, approximately 3:30, against the winner of the Pittsville Sectional. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for attending the WIAA Division III Sectional Championship and Wood. Drive home safely.
Right here. Cameras in front, seniors in back. That's enough. That's not as far on either. Cameras in front, seniors in back, bunches in the middle. Let's go. Yeah. Center and Everest. They stand up. Neil. Neil. Come on, Maxie, go.
Rain or sweat or what?
Okay, everybody.
Let's go back. Here, squeeze in a little bit. Yeah.
Up, boys, so we can see your faces.
And now, here are the Pittsville Panthers. Number 4, Chris Wesley. Number 5, Alex Rosandick. Number 6, Chase O'Keefe. Number 11, Ben Rosandick. Number 13, Wes Fox. Number 15, Ryan Cornell. Number 16, Steve Luther. And number 27, Zach Copeland. And now tonight's starting lineup for the Panthers. Leading off and playing first base, number 3, Scott Normington. Batting second and catching, number 9, Casey Crow. Batting third and playing third base, number 25, Sam Schwannebeck. Batting fourth and pitching, number 12, Ty Copeland. Batting fifth and shortstop, number 10, Zach Seabrook. Batting sixth, the second baseman, number 20, Joey Becker. Batting seventh and playing left field, number 18, Jeremiah Adrian. Batting eighth in right field, number 21, Justin Rager. And batting ninth and playing center field, number 7, Peter Peterson. The assistant coaches are Nick Garrows and David Ronaman. The head coach for Pittsville is Bill Irvin. Tonight's umpires behind the plate is John Wanted.
Hi, we're talking to Maya Adrian, Sam Schwannebeck, and Joey Becker today about their 2006 baseball team that's going into the Hall of Fame. Congratulations, guys, by the way.
Thank you.
What are some of the memorable times of the baseball season? You know, like games, fan support, bus ride, hanging out. Just what do you think?
Not to get on Maya right away, but one of the things that I always remember is we played North and Lutheran and we scored 44 runs. And Maya came up and he got 2 of our 3 outs. And he also then had 2 strikeouts on him for the possibility of having all 3 outs in 1 inning. That's one of the bigger memories that I have, besides some of the other games. But
most of that's alleged. No one can prove that there were strikeouts.
All right, I was going to ask you your reaction, but yeah, nobody. There's no film on that.
There's no film. There's no real stats on that game. I don't think even either. The score is there, but I don't see any strikeouts or anything like that.
Anything else you guys can remember about? I mean, it was quite the season.
It was a crazy season. And these guys, I wasn't on a tie. I was the 7th best player, but these guys were. Seriously, the team was amazing. Like, we had studs from 1 through 9, and our infield was good. Our defense, we beat everybody until we ran into some boys from Chicago.
Yeah, we won't talk about the state game quite yet, but yeah, they were pretty good.
I think finally getting through sectionals, like the years before, losing at sectionals really sucked. Our full team was probably better our junior year, through, but finally getting over the hump and getting to state was really nice. But yeah,
needed one more year.
Yeah, this year we got redshirted. We were really tough.
Yeah. So, I mean, maybe you answered this, but what do you think were like some of the big strengths of the team? I mean, maybe there's a lot of strengths. I mean, you got the state, but what do you remember?
Hitting. We could hit forever. Yeah, we had like up and down the lineup, guys that would come off the bench. Anybody on the team could hit any day of the week, and it didn't matter. And like, we probably weren't the fastest team, but heady as far as like when to take bags, and I think that comes kind of from the youth level. These guys played a ton of ball together and were given opportunities, and I think that helped out a lot as far as we already had knowledge coming into it, and it was just kind of go out and play, like do what you can, and
Don't mess up, just play.
Just play hard.
Use your talent.
Yeah, like the camaraderie, I think, was probably our biggest strength too.
And competitiveness, right? Like from an early age, like we started at 5'6", and we always wanted to be who was going to be on the all-star team, you know, because we had like the local teams. It's like you only get 3 from your team, and it's like, well, we have all the all-stars on our team here, so like our team can beat the all-star team, but like you guys aren't. So it's like from an early age, right? We played together, and then we added Nakusa's best player about halfway, down the road, Joey here, and so. Only got better.
But even with that, like, we had known Joey from playing so much baseball before, so it wasn't like, oh, we got this new kid, like, we have to, like, learn how to talk to him, and Joey was also very outgoing, so that was very nice, but yeah, like...
He's got a good personality, guys.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Well, even, like, kind of we're talking about how deep we were, like, even Ben Rosendick, like, he was one of the guys that played all the time, but, like, Justin and Peter, the juniors on that team, just maybe a little bit better than, but Rosie was one of those kids that, like I said, he'd come off the bench when we were up, and he'd get a hit. You didn't have to worry about him.
5 for probably almost any team in the conference, at least.
Right.
Like,
Yep.
for sure.
Absolutely. And pitching wise, I mean, it wasn't our junior year. We had better pitching, but like there wasn't really. We had Ty, who was absolutely dominant, but then like our second, third, fourth guys are still better pitchers than would be aces on a majority of the teams that we were going
And just
against.
baseball knowledge, it seemed, like just the knowing the game, like very crafty. Like you said, the defense was crafty, knew where to be, where to be in position. Like you said, you can tell by how we looked that we're not the fastest. But right, yeah, smart baseball and all of it combined, I guess. We probably underperformed. It's disappointing. It's getting sad.
Yeah. Hey, some people say that the most memorable parts of the season, was actually that sectional final. Getting to state, finally getting over that hump. And what do you remember about that sectional final? Of just like maybe a relief, or what did you think of at the end of the game?
Yeah, for me, it's kind of a bad memory for me for that game, but I remember having an error in the 6th or the 7th inning, and then there was a tough pop up towards the fence after that, and I went and slid and I missed the ball, and I yelled an expletive probably about as loud as I could, because I'm like, hey, we're gonna win this game, but we gotta get these outs. And so that's kind of my biggest memory of the game. Winning was nice, but even after that, I remember not being super thrilled, because I didn't play very well in that inning. But what do you guys remember about that?
It's relief, I guess, is right. I think we were disappointed the year before, and I think that we weren't really looking at sectionals as even a hurdle as much as it should have been in our eyes. Like we were looking at Kenosha, essentially. We were looking at state and like who's the team that we need to beat when we get down there. And I think our goal was state the year before, so we were already in the mindset of probably the wrong mindset, but we were beyond sectionals in my mind.
Yeah.
It seemed.
Yeah, we came into that year with high expectations, and we wanted to meet them. And I think, our sophomore year, getting to sectionals with the group that was initially there, and we had those high expectations. And after the sophomore year, and then junior year was a bit more disappointing for us. And then senior year, it was just getting it and doing it. Relief would be the correct answer, I guess.
Yeah. Relief, and then, we finally did it.
Yeah.
Any stories that you remember, some funny stories, keep it clean, by the way, if you can, but that you remember, like bus rides or anything that you can kind of remember? It doesn't even have to be about the games, just...
We had one practice where we were scrimmaged, and Zach Seabrook hit 4, 5, 6 home runs in that practice. And I remember he came up to win the game, and we wanted to walk him, and Bill said no. So Lee threw him pitches, and he hit another home run, and just giggled around the bases the entire time. Just
Not like Zach could do that, Rose.
yeah.
Had to.
I mean, starting kind of going back and I'm glad that the tradition has continued as far as like Pittsville spring training down in Babcock, and like just the rides down there. There's always something going on. Probably speeding a little too much, which we got away with at that time, and yeah, it just like Sam mentioned it earlier, the camaraderie throughout everybody. It wasn't just like a senior. We were senior later that year, but like it wasn't like it was, oh, I'm a senior, I'm not going to talk to this next guy. It like through and through.
Oh, we
it was
needed
just
Peter.
enjoying everybody.
We needed
Absolutely.
the juniors on that team our senior year too. Like even for loosening us up, a spark. They were, yeah, for sure.
I guess one final question, guys. Most of your whole team's going to be here tonight, and you guys are, going into the Hall of Fame as a team. What would you want to say to your teammates about going into the Hall of Fame tonight?
You're welcome.
It's awesome that everyone's here, but like we said before, kind of all three of us, like the fact, like 6 of us went and played Legion ball for Rapids and Marshfield, which big programs, and played meaningful innings for summer, and we're a part of the guys that started here, but it was more than that with all of us. Like there's so many times where it's just the next guy up. We didn't really have a lot of that needed to be done, but it definitely could have been. That 10th, 11th guy definitely could have started on whichever other team in the conference. So.
Right.
And, I think a part of it is like on my end is like all of us have come out of here and came back, and everybody's doing kind of their own thing and successful, and we don't have which is awesome.
Yeah, I'm going to imagine, and this is obvious before, but I would say you guys are going to have the team record for the most people coming back for the Hall of Fame. So
we're hoping.
That's good. I hope so.
All right, thanks guys, appreciate it.
Yep,
thank you.
Hi, we're talking to Bill Urban League girls and Dave Radaman about the 2006 baseball team that's going into the Hall of Fame. Congratulations, guys, by the way. It's a big accomplishment. I guess leading off, it was quite the year, but what do you think were the biggest strengths of the team, in your opinion?
Well, to go to state, you have to have 3 things: pitching, hitting, and defense. And our pitching was outstanding. And then our defense was outstanding, and our hitting was outstanding. And I think that those are the biggest 3 things, and as well as the kids love the game of baseball. And then I always think it takes a community to build a state team, and that group of parents that took those kids to a lot of different places to play against better competition than just the average YMCA league. And I think it kind of culminated, at least from my standpoint, that those kids are just really good, above average. All of them were, and we had great players, but all of them were above average players.
That about covers it.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. With everything that he said, though, definitely agreed. But those guys there was a team unity that was unmatched. It was rare. Those guys on defense knew what the other people were thinking on defense. They just played together so well. It was awesome to watch.
All right, good. What are some of the memorable moments that, obviously getting to state was memorable, but do you remember anything else about that season that was pretty memorable that stands out?
I think Pete Peterson sliding into home at Northern Lutheran and his pants came off when he hit the plate.
That's right. I would think that the exhilaration where we all ran out on Jack Hackman, and it was both excitement, relief, accumulation of hard work, and the ultimate success to get to state for that group of people and parents and community and everything. Being the first baseball team after so many years, and I look back at that team personally, that from 2000 on, it kept kind of growing and growing, and you know, since then they've won in 24 years. The program's continued, and they've gone to sectionals 12 times in 24 years, and I think that's pretty hard to compete against other area baseball teams and things like that, you know. And I think that's kind of a golden standard for these kids. And I look back at that team as a starter.
You talked a little bit. What do you remember about that sectional final at Jack Hackman? Actually, the two games. What do you remember most? I mean, we had some rain going on. There was all kinds of stuff.
I remember after the first game, I think we won 10-1 or 11-1 against Stanley Boyd, and then I just moved in to Marshfield, and all the kids stayed in the basement downstairs while we went and watched the next two teams play. And the one thing I always remember, Tri-County, who we beat in sectionals, they were kind of, you know, they thought they were pretty good, and they had these two real nice players. One was a shortstop, and we had bases loaded, and Zach Seabrook hit a grounder with a shortstop. Instead of making that easy, nice play, moving the feet toward first base, the shortstop kind of grabbed it and lobbed it over there, and he gunned it over the first baseman's head, went down the first baseline. We scored 3 runs, and that was the game.
Yeah.
That they had no chance to come back, and we had Ty Copeland pitching too, so it was pretty much over.
The excitement of that game, you could cut with a knife. When we were done with that game, the elation was just unreal.
Yeah.
We just enjoyed that immensely.
And I think most of your team is going to be here tonight. I got a lot of responses back. I think everybody's coming back just about that can make it. What would you say to your team? That was, what, 20 years ago almost. What would you say to them?
Yeah, 19 years ago now.
Yeah, and what would you say to them tonight about their induction into the Hall of Fame?
Oh, thanks. I mean, we were never gone to state. You've got to, it's a combination, but you have to start, 80% is the athletes, 80-90% of the athletes, you know, and
they took us along for the ride.
Yes.
That's how that one went.
You know, we've had, and it starts with the athletes. It could be the best coach in the world, but if you don't have the athletes or the horses, and we have the horses, and I look back for me personally, I look at that team and think, you know, for a D3 team to have 8 or 9, or I think it was 9 seniors and a couple of really good juniors, you don't get that very often in a D3 team. And for me, it was, me personally, I thought, well, thank you. I mean, that's well deserved. They put the effort in all the way from 5 or 6 years old and accumulated when they got to their senior year.
I was glad to be a part of it.
I think we all were. I was glad to be share with these two guys too.
Right. Hey, thanks a lot, guys.
Yeah.